Wouldn't you like to do Magic Kingdom for 24 hours or just hang with us for the next hour on episode 24 as we go Geekin' on Walt Disney World? Hello there, this is Curtis Stone, and I am your co-host for the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. Thanks for joining episode 24, and I'm here, as always, with my other co-host, my daughter, the sweetest, cutest, bestest, geekiest daughter in the world, Lindsay.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Lindsay. Guess what?
What?
We're excited.
I know.
How come we're excited?
Because we have a guest.
Yes, we have a really close friend guest and working friend from work. We have Susan Jones. How are you, Susan?
I'm doing great, Kurt and Lindsay. How are you?
We're great.
Fantastic.
I know you just got back from Walt Disney World, and we love to do trip reports, so
It's so
it's
exciting.
so great to have you on.
Oh, I love Disney World. You know that.
I absolutely. See, when I started this podcast, I always say that I like to capture those water cooler moments like you do at work when you're chatting and chatting and chatting. Mm-hmm. So this is the perfect time to do that.
Perfect.
Get one on tape.
Outside of
That's
work. Outside of work where we won't get in trouble.
That's right.
All right, so Sue, what we're going to do is we have one quick Mama Says, which is Lindsay.
It's a good one, actually. It's about the Polynesians, so everyone knows by now that Polynesians doing some serious updates, especially in the main house, what do they call it?
Yeah, the main lodge house.
I forget what it's called.
Ceremonial house.
The main ceremonial house.
You usually correct me.
I know, I blanked. But Captain Cook's just reopened the quick service downstairs, and a lot of people were distressed because the Dole machine has been taken out of there.
Right.
And I know I was really upset with that because that's one of my favorite places to get.
We were talking about where did it go?
Yeah, where'd it go?
What's
what are you
going
going to
on?
do?
No Dole Whips?
Yeah, it was really strange. But good news, it's just been relocated because apparently people were getting the little to-go cup, and it was a self-serve at Polynesian, and they were filling it, like overflowing it. So Disney was
Extra
losing,
Dole Whip.
Yeah, Disney was losing a lot of money
that.
on that. So they decided to move it to a separate counter where the cast members will serve it for you. You could buy it separately outside, and it's right by Boutique. And I'm guessing it's probably going to be where the stairwell is, where they had the temporary Captain Cooks.
Well, that's kind of like the good news, bad news. You can't make your own Dole Whip, but at least it's still there.
It's still
Right,
there.
at least it's still there. Now, they have that over at the Magic Kingdom, too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I got one over near the...
Aloha Isle. It's where
Yeah,
it is.
it's over near the Aladdin ride, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yep.
That's where I got
Was that
it.
your first time?
Oh, well, I'd had it years ago when it used to come in the little orange, the little round orange container, the souvenir cup.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to have one.
That was a
All
while
right.
ago, too. So.
Oh, yeah, I'm dating myself.
Well, that's perfect, actually, lead-in. So how long have you been going to Disney World, Sue?
My first trip to Disney World was in 1977.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Cool.
I was 15 years old, and it was like the most exciting thing of my life. I just remember going on Space Mountain, and they had the Haunted Mansion. Fantasyland was there.
Right.
2,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and the Swiss Family Robinson was there. So a lot of them are different now, and I think
Right.
Mark Twain's was there. But it was just, it's interesting because Disney World stays the same, but yet it changes, and that's
Yeah.
one of the things I like about it.
Absolutely. And so what hotel did you stay? Do you remember back then?
I did not stay at a hotel. I actually was with one of my friends. We were staying at their grandparents, and
Okay.
they sent us on a bus at age 15 by ourselves to Disney World.
Ah,
And said, here you go. And we
cool.
had enough money to get a ticket, and we only had 5 hours. And then we had to get back on the bus and go back to Cocoa Beach or wherever we were.
so you just go for the day?
Yeah, we went for the day. And then the next time I went was 82 or 81. And then I was going with like some friends, and then I went the following year when Epcot opened. I was one of the first people to go to Epcot.
Okay.
That's so cool.
I have my original ticket.
Oh, wow.
So you got a long history.
I have a long history.
And I know, so you just, we're going to get into your trip report. And when did you just go?
We left on Sunday the 10th and came back on Saturday the 16th.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where did you stay?
Wilderness Lodge.
That is so cool. We love that hotel, though we've never stayed there ourselves.
It's hard to get in. Well, you guys have the best. You have Bay Lake Towers, which I was lucky to get into there one time, but it's really hard to get into Bay Lake Towers. But the Wilderness Lodge is by far my next favorite, and I just like the atmosphere, and I like the fact that it's all contained in one place.
It's just
Versus
so gorgeous and
having to
majestic.
go outside. Right, it is. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I like where they have the vacation villas, and down on the first floor where there's the fireplace, and they have all the different, display. It's just, I just love it because Trisha can stay upstairs and sleep, and I can go down there. It's like I feel like I'm in my own house.
That lobby is so grand at the Wilderness Lodge.
It's just amazing. I want to live there. I told them I wanted a job there, and they're like, okay, but it's and the interesting part is I was able to hear a couple of the tours that they did through the actual vacation villas. So I learned about how the family, what they're modeled after, and how like back in the 1800s. When people moved out west, they brought their furniture. That's why they have mismatches of furniture throughout that place.
Oh, cool.
And then they talked a lot about the Indians and the Native Americans, and I'm really into all that stuff. So I don't know, I feel at home at that place. I really do. But it's not my home resort, so
Now
I can't always get in.
So you're a DVC owner
I am.
at Saratoga.
Saratoga.
Yeah.
okay.
But you were able to get into the Wilderness Lodge. That's
I was able to get into the wilderness. I've pretty much always been able to get into where I want. And I do like Saratoga Springs, don't get me wrong. That's another one of my favorite, because I love to shop at downtown Disney.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get into that. Did you, how far out did you book? Did you book 7 months out?
I had the date already planned in my head. I had already booked it at Saratoga Springs, and then the day I could do it and switch it over to. First, I tried Bay Lake Towers, couldn't get Bay Lake Towers, so I went to Wilderness Lodge and I got that. I had to play around with it a little bit, meaning I had to play with the dates and I had to play with the rooms, and I ended up with the studio, which is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted, right?
Well, I like the one bedroom, to be honest with you, because I like a washer and dryer, and I like the jacuzzi tub.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Does the studio have a washer dryer there?
No.
I think in Bay Lake Tower it does.
No, they
actually.
don't.
No?
No, none of them do. But it's not bad, because they do have an area that you can go to do your laundry, which I almost did go there.
That's right.
But I think I told you what happened at Wilderness Lodge. We did have some interesting experiences this time. We had problems for the first time ever with our DVC, which was interesting.
We're absolutely going to get into that. So hold that thought.
All right.
And so who went on the trip besides yourself?
My daughter and myself.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Mother, daughter. And how old's your daughter?
She's 12.
Oh, that's so perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
She is 12, and she is like, she loves the bling, and she loves everything Disney, so she is like, we just have a lot of fun.
Two geeks, two totally Disney geeks, just going wild.
We meet all these really interesting people, and we talk to all these people, and to us, it's just like, it's just
you make
fun.
Friends.
Yeah.
How was the weather when you went?
Hot.
Well, it is August.
That's a good answer. Yeah.
Correct. And it was August, and up here in New England, it's been a relatively, cooler kind of a summer, so getting off the plane and walking out into Orlando was like, oh, but I don't know what it is about Florida. The heat, it just never seems that hot in Disney World, because they do a really good job. They have air-conditioned buildings, they have shade, they have plenty to drink. So it just doesn't seem to really affect me that bad. And it was summer, you're right, so it was a lot of fun.
Did you guys end up doing a lot of pool time?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I see the place that the weather gets me the most is in Epcot because there's those long stretches where there's no cover.
Right.
That's where it gets me the worst. I don't think I notice it anywhere else.
Well, people always talk about Animal Kingdom.
Well, that's true. I don't go to Animal Kingdom in the summertime. It's too hot.
I think it has a lot of trees, though. There's a lot of covered areas sort of thing. But, like, I know in Epcot when I'm walking through that rose garden, like, just sweating and, like, crying to myself, when am I going to get to the Imagination Pavilion so I can get inside?
You're absolutely correct. There is no way to get out to, like, the showcases or where the countries are without going through an extensive period. The one thing I should have done, and I wished I did do, was bring my umbrella.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. It is, just for a little bit of relief.
I did have I had this little, like, Japanese fan that I used, and I have a hat, and I don't care what I look like, so I do whatever it takes.
Did you get any of those thunderstorms you get in August?
Oh, God, yes.
Every day, rain like every day at 4 o'clock?
Yeah, it rained pretty much every day. The day that we got to Magic Kingdom, I think it was Monday, just after we got in and watched the parade, we were on our way to Peter Pan's flight, and we got nailed right in front of the castle.
Oh, no.
And I told you that story, Kurt, and I was trying to get, like, Trisha covered, and I got soaked. And I didn't even care. I was just like, I just want to go to the Peter Pan flight. So we got up to the castle, and you couldn't get through. There were so many people. So then we turned around and we walked the other way, and we finally made it there. And they let us on the ride.
Oh, wow.
Did you tell me you had, like, one poncho?
Yeah, I was going to say. Are you poncho people, umbrella people, or commando?
I'm poncho. No, I'm a poncho person. I only you don't know. 2 things happened to me. I packed the wrong cord for my laptop, and I packed 1 poncho instead of 2, but didn't realize it till I was, like, at the park. I have a Disney bag filled with all my stuff. But anyways, I bought another one as soon as we got to a store.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure you used them the whole time.
Oh, yeah. It was a little wet, and I was soaked by that. But it was kind of funny because I just don't care. Some people, like, get really crazy about it. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I just was like, I'll dry. I had my Vera Bradley pocketbook, but that's cloth. That'll dry. You know, none of us, our pocketbooks, our phones and all that were protected. And that was the other thing I saw a lot of this time when I was down there. They have these cases, you know, now that you can buy and put your iPhone in and take them underwater.
Oh, yeah. They sell them in Disney. I've seen them.
Right. And so people were using those a lot. And, you know, you just kind of go with the flow.
You could just use a Ziploc bag, actually, in place of that.
Right?
It's the same thing.
I think I should. Knowing me, I'd get water in there. But no, it's just, it was just, you know, it's just one of those things. I don't think I've ever been to Disney World and not have it rain.
Yeah.
We were lucky our last
out.
trip. There was no rain.
Well, we did. It started to rain when we got into the Be Our Guest restaurant, remember?
Oh, yeah. That was like our first day.
We kind of hung out there a little longer than we should have or wanted to.
Yeah.
But that was it.
And we missed most of it. It was nice.
Wow. Yeah, see, that's good, too.
How was the transportation?
Well, the transportation for us this time we had no issues at all. I tend to, we took the boat over to the Magic Kingdom, and I never have a problem with that from Wilderness Lodge. Mm-hmm. And then coming back, Trisha and we always time it that we leave right as the fireworks are starting, because she doesn't really like the booms anyways. So we watch the fireworks as we're going on the lake back. So we don't have the crowds because we're not trying to get on the boats or anything with a lot of the crowds.
Yeah, you hit it just
We
right.
did take the buses to downtown Disney and to the Magic Kingdom, and I didn't have a problem at all. I just think it was one of the things is that Wilderness Lodge is doing some renovations, right? So they have a couple of the floors and areas shut down. So I think they didn't have as many people staying there.
All right.
So we never had any problems. There was plenty of room on the buses for us.
Nice. I always hear that the downtown Disney buses are notoriously troublesome for people. And
they are.
It doesn't sound like you had any problems.
No, we didn't have any problems in downtown. Well, we took the buses one time to downtown Disney, and the next time we actually drove. Okay. I would not recommend driving to downtown Disney. Mm. We did it only because I rent a car when we go down there.
Okay.
And the reason I rent the car is because I've just been doing it so long, and I like to go grocery shopping, and I like to go to the outlets. But we were out at the outlets, and we just drove over to downtown Disney, and they came and picked us up in a golf cart and actually brought us right up to the front. But it was insane. The buses at downtown Disney are crazy. Mm-hmm. But they're redoing Downtown Disney. Kurt, did you see the video clip I forwarded you about that?
No, I haven't seen that.
I think I put it out there. I think I forwarded you, but there's this new video that was released last week that shows about how they're going to do the bus traffic at Downtown Disney, because I think they're like revamping the whole thing so that it'll be completely a different area.
Yeah, they are. They've been working on it for a while now.
Right, and they did open the walkway over to Saratoga Springs.
Oh, cool.
I think that opened last week. That was getting ready the week we were there. So it is not fun on the buses in Downtown Disney, but it's not impossible either. You just got to have patience.
Yeah.
And it's worth it to me because I absolutely love Downtown Disney.
See, that's why I don't make it down there often, because I cannot stand buses. The only time I ever do a bus is to go to Animal Kingdom. It's usually only once.
Well, you know what you could do, though, is you could always take to Saratoga Springs or Old Key West and then take the boats over, because those are, again, much easier to get to, but the boats only go to Saratoga and Old Key West. They don't go on.
Yeah. That's a really good recommendation, actually.
But it is, and we do that sometimes. We'll take the boat over to the Contemporary to catch the monorail.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just easier. And sometimes one of the things we like to do is go around and actually go to the different resorts. So we do a lot of that just because it's fun.
Yeah, the resort loop hopping is something that we like to do too.
Yes.
Well, I wanted to ask you, this is, of course, we're big foodies, so we want to know, where did you eat? And I guess I know you were talking before because you didn't do any advanced reservations, if I remember right.
It's shocking to us.
Yeah.
I did not. I didn't do them yet for December either. The reason why is my daughter only eats macaroni and cheese pizza. So there's it drives me crazy, because we took her to the Kona, and she's like, where's the kids menu? I'm like, oh my Lord. So she got like some macaroni and cheese or a hot dog. She's actually sitting here. What did you have?
I had chicken.
Chicken.
Oh
yeah, she had chicken at Raglan Road.
Yeah.
But so that's one of the reasons that I don't do it. But however, I like to experiment, and we used to do it all the time. I was always like on the dining plan, and I've done all the really nice restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
So this time we did Kona, which Kurt recommended.
Yeah, we
love Kona.
We did a whole session on restaurants to do if you don't have advanced reservations. And Kona was first one.
And it was wonderful. I mean, we just loved it. And I'd never been to the Polynesian before either. I'd gone through it on the monorail, but just never stopped.
Yep.
Oh.
That's a good
So
thing,
that
too.
was a first, and I ended up staying there for quite a while shopping.
Yeah, the boutique is a great little shop.
It was beautiful. It was
Right.
beautiful. So so that was good, and I really enjoyed. I had the steak, and we had a friend of ours was with us that night, and he had sushi of some type. I don't even know what it was.
Yes, they have the sushi bar that's connected to the restaurant. It's great.
It was the sushi tower. That's what Trisha's telling me. The sushi tower, and
Perfect.
she had like this big, huge waffle cone with cotton candy and ice cream and hot fudge, and I was like, oh God, and a light up Tinkerbell drink. So
Oh yeah.
It's a great little
life was
spot.
good.
It's a great little spot there.
And it's usually not too crowded either.
It's too bad they have it boarded up for the fountain and the waterfall.
Yeah, it was so beautiful when you could actually watch the fountain.
I know. I heard about that, and there was, and of course, I don't have anything to compare it to. So to me, the Polynesian I don't know. It reminded me of like, it's been there a while, hasn't it? Isn't it one of the original?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. But I thought I just had this unique character, similar to the Contemporary, which I love too. So.
Well, where else did you eat? If you didn't do some of did you do a lot of sit-down restaurants? Right?
Well, we did Raglan Road. That was
yeah.
the other one we did over in Downtown Disney.
Yeah, how'd that go?
That was fabulous. If you like Irish food, that's the only thing. You do have to like Irish food.
What is Irish food?
Yeah, what is Irish food? We don't
Well,
usually eat Irish food.
Yeah, so they have like shepherd's
Potatoes.
pie.
Yeah.
They had a lot of lamb. They had, what did you have, Trisha? Oh, you had chicken.
I had chicken, mashed
Potatoes and broccoli. So she wasn't too exciting, but it's more, it's different types of food. They did have burgers and stuff like that,
Right.
but I had the shepherd's pie that was out of this world.
Oh, good.
And they have Irish dancing there, and they have really good beer.
That's so
They have
cool.
really good-
Yeah,
Irish have good
we believe that.
I like a good Guinness. Yes,
That's right, and it was Guinness, and I love that Irish store. And I just like the atmosphere at the Raglan Road because I like to go to one. I do like to do the Rainforest Cafe if I can get in there.
Yeah.
And I've never been able to get into Trex, and I'm not sure about that one. I have done Planet Hollywood, but you couldn't get in there.
So there's no line for Raglan Road?
No, I actually did a reservation online.
Okay.
See, one thing I've learned is that you can go in and you can at the end of the day, sometimes you're really lucky and you can get a reservation all on your own. You don't really have to use the Disney, talk to anybody. So I was able to manipulate a lot of it online, which was good.
Yeah, we do all of our reservations online for dining.
Right, and you probably do them right when they come up. See, I didn't do it yet for December, so the same thing's going to happen to me that happened this time.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on if you were going to do a Chef Mickey's, you wouldn't get it at this time.
No, I already tried. I already tried. Couldn't get Chef Mickey's and can't get California Grill.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
But
I tried.
The counter services are so good, really.
They are.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them that are just delicious.
That's the whole thing. That's what we kind of do. We go to the counter services. We went to one over at Hollywood Studios, the Backlots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Trisha had macaroni and cheese. No, chicken tenders at that one. And then I had chicken tenders, and we just had something little there. But we went to we like the one right in Small World, Pinocchio House.
Yeah, the Pinocchio Village House.
Yes, I like that one. So we went there as well. And in Epcot, we like the one down where Soarin' is, that big...
Yeah.
The
garden.
No, it's the Four Seasons.
Four Seasons, yeah.
Four Seasons, correct. And it's across, but it's not the one where the restaurant goes around. It's the place where you can get it.
That's the counter service one with all the different little spots that you can get, like Chinese food.
Yes.
Yep, that's a good spot.
We love that place. We always eat there in Epcot.
Right.
And because it's very relaxing. It's just something, I just love that ride, too, I love that whole Epcot building there.
Did you eat off property at all?
Did we eat off property? We went to Chick-fil-A one time.
Okay.
That was it.
I know you did have the car.
We did have the car, and we went shopping. We like to shop, and we love the premium outlets, and I like to go to either Aldi or Walmart to get my groceries.
Yeah, well, that's kind of my next question. So I wanted to thank you so much for getting me a coffee mug because I love coffee mugs.
I know you do. Yeah, you guys have great ones.
And you asked me exactly which one. There was one that I have had my eye on for years, and I always don't get it. It's the Mickey, the basic coffee Mickey one.
Yep.
I don't know. It's
the Mickey coffee mug.
Sweetie, what does it say on it?
It says swell.
Swell.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or something, doesn't it?
I always like them. It's a nice size. It's good
love
shape. And so then I think you were texting me, do you want to get the mini one too? I'll get it for your wife. And I was like, no, Sue.
I love to buy.
Fine.
I love to shop.
Good. But you were telling me about some of the outlets you go to down there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, they have what's called the premium outlets, which is right off of Route 4. So, since Kurt works, where I work, we get a pretty good discount on rental cars. So I use our Hartford discount, and I get a rental car out of Enterprise, and I can usually do it for like $300 with the tank of gas, and I pay for the tolls.
Yeah.
And to me, I just like it because I can go. We went to Aldi and we spent $60, and we got our bottled water, we got bread, we got all our cold cuts, we got salads, we got, puddings, anything cold like that we could just get. And it only cost me $60, and we ate lunch for the entire week and breakfast.
Right.
Nice.
So I like that part. And then we also go to the outlets, which are right off of, it's exit 67, I believe, off of Interstate 4.
Yeah.
And it's they have tons of outlet, but they have the character outlet for Disney there. And you can get tons of, I don't even want to call them second rate. I think they're just merchandise that Disney's moving out to make room for new stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Good
That's
deals.
really cool.
Good deals. Like we got into the pin. I love the trading pins.
Mm-hmm.
So we were able to pick up pins for $2.99.
Wow.
That's perfect.
We know how expensive it can be just to get one lanyard worth of pins.
Oh yeah,
the park.
Trust me, and I'm a
ridiculous.
sucker for them all, and I like the pins. I just don't know enough about them, so I don't really trade them. But I I did have one pin trading story this time, but
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me that one.
oh, the one with the little boy.
Oh.
Yeah, so Trisha has had I started getting her pins when she was little. So she's been going since she was. Hold on, what are you trying to say, Trish?
Tell them about Merida.
Merida. I'll tell them about Merida. So she's been going since she was like 6 years old. So I started her with pins. So she has all the princesses and all that, girly stuff. So this time I decided I'd get my own. So I got the Cheshire Cat and Alice in Wonderland and Olaf. And I got, all of these different things that, were just fun for me. So anyways, I was in downtown Disney and I was at the Basin Shop. I don't know if you've ever been there, but that's another one of my favorite stores where they have the bath bombs.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was getting ready to go do my hands, and this little boy comes up to me and says, "Ma'am, can I see your pins?"
Oh.
So he starts looking at all my pins, and he loved Olaf, and he loved this one, but he saw the Cheshire Cat, and his eyes lit up. And he said, "I want the Cheshire Cat. Oh, my God, will you trade me the Cheshire Cat?" And I said, "Oh, sure. Of course I'll trade you the Cheshire Cat." And so he then realized that he had these pin locks on the back that his mother made him get, and he didn't have the wrench, so he couldn't get the pin back off. So I'm just ready to give him the pin, and he's like, "Oh no, I have to trade for the pin." So he wanted to know where I was. Yeah, you got to play the game. He's like, "Where are you staying?" And I said, "Well, I'm at the Wilderness Lodge." He's like, "I'm at Old Key West." "Oh darn, I don't think I can meet up with you." And I said, "Oh, well, the next time, good luck, and I went on my way. So I did my hands, and I was drying them off, just getting ready to leave the store, and he taps me on the shoulder. And he has this little tiny little boy. Like, how they have the families with the girl and the boy, and the mother and the father, the figures. This little tiny boy. And he says to me, "Will you trade me this for the Cheshire Cat? My cousin gave it to me." So I gave it to him, and he was so excited. And I was telling Kurt, I was walking out, and it was just made his night.
That's fun.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so that's
why
kind of fun.
pin trading's kind of fun, though.
It is, and I think that I think Trish and I decided the ones we lost some pins, unfortunately, because they do come off the land.
Oh yeah, we've had a bunch of casualties.
Yes.
So I was
drives me nuts.
We see them sometimes.
And then, but you can buy these locks now. Like the little kid was telling me. So I think you can order them online.
Yeah, right.
But what we do is we put our better pins like on cork boards or stuff like that, and we tend to wear the ones we're willing to trade on the lanyards now.
Yeah, we leave our nice ones at home, and we just take the ones that we want to trade because we have tons of them.
Right.
In the Ziploc bags, and then we trade them out every night.
But the problem is if you're trading and you find a good one, like I know
we take them home.
But I was into the flags, but then that will fall off before you get home or something.
Yeah,
you can lose something.
You have to put it in a Ziploc bag in your backpack.
Yeah,
I know. And then I still
really
one of my friends says, "Oh, we got one of Trisha's Disney pins in our car." I don't even know how it got there.
Maybe we should invest in some of those locking backs for when you get a flag on the go.
Well, Sue, one of the things I wanted to get in, now we don't like to talk about negative stuff, but it's always good to talk about this anyway, because whatever, so Lindsay and I talked about when we did our trip report, what didn't go so well, what went really well. So why don't you tell me some of the issues you had?
Well,
because I know some of them.
I don't even like to, with Disney, I don't really like to call them issues, but I do think they have a slight issue right now with their magic bands.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a lesson to learned with the bill, to make sure you read the bill.
Oh, God. Well, that's because of the magic bands, though.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Yeah.
And so it has to do with the way that they put your credit cards to the magic bands. Mm-hmm. And in my case, when we checked in, I had done online check-in. I had entered my credit card. It should have been, smooth. It shouldn't have been any issues. But the girl, when I went up to do it, I don't know if she was new or what she was, but my name is Susan Patricia, and my daughter's name is Patricia. So she got us confused. So we went back to and I've never used my magic band for charging. I always just usually use my credit card, and because I don't want to be bothered with it, and I didn't want my child charging anything. Mm-hmm. So this time I decided, since it's on my wrist, I'll give it a shot. So I went back up. We went to the room, put everything in there, our iPhones, our money, everything. Went down to the Roaring Fork to buy our $17.99 cups.
No, you did get that.
And oh yes, because I just decided that I was getting them because I like to drink soda But anyways, and then I ordered lunch, and Trisha was already eating like the bag of Cheetos or whatever we bought. And she goes, your band doesn't work. And I go, what do you mean my band doesn't work? She says, your band doesn't work. You're going to have to pay in cash. And I'm like, I don't have any cash. I don't have anything. I have my bathing suit on and my cover-up. I don't have any money, and I don't have any identification. And they're like, well, how do we know it's you? I said, oh, my God, I don't know how you know it's me, but my kid's already eating the potato chips. So it started to get kind of funny. So they, of course, helped me out, So they called the front desk, and about 10 minutes later, they got a number and said, we're so sorry, and we got our lunch. But you'll have to go to the front desk to get it resolved. I said, okay, not a problem. We ate our lunch, and so then we went to the front desk. We had fast passes over in, where were we going? Hollywood Studio for American Idol experience. Mm-hmm. So we had maybe an hour and a half to get there. We stopped at the front desk, and it did not turn out to be an easy transaction for them. So they had to rebook my entire reservation. But they didn't tell me what that meant to me. They just said, we need your credit card, and they swiped it. And I said, okay, life goes on. So that was Sunday. But what it did cause, I can't remember. I didn't do that on Sunday, actually, because they couldn't do it easily. That's right. I came back on Monday. They swiped my credit card. So they took all of Sunday and put it on there. Monday, everything's fine. Tuesday, my room flooded because the air conditioning unit somehow overflowed. And the way I found out was I was walking on the front, and I was like, I thought Tricia had left wet bathing suits, but all of my luggage and all my Disney bags were sitting in water.
Oh my gosh.
So I went down to the front. It overflowed, and it was just everywhere. So
we
I
had
went
the
down
same problem, too. We've had it happen before to us. Yeah.
Yeah. So but again, they were great about it. Went down there, and they said, oh, my God, we're so sorry. We're going to send maintenance right up. Well, they did, and it was apparent that we needed a new room right away. Mm-hmm. So they said to us, we're going to pay for the Kona, and we're going to pay for all of your purchases because your bags got wet, and, we're going to take care of you. We're going to give you all these fast passes, which some of it happened. And I said, okay, thank you. We went off. We had our dinner. So we come back. Took them 45 minutes to fix the magic bands. And then the manager says, I'm so sorry, Mrs. Jones. We're going to take you into the store, and we're going to go shopping. And I said, well, I don't really need anything. I've already shopped enough. So he's throwing in these Disney Vacation Club mugs, and he's throwing in pens, and he's throwing in pillows. And I said, I don't have to pay for that, right? And he said, no. I said, because I already had to pay for some waters. This is another story. I won't even get into that one. So he says, oh, no. $82 he charges. He says, see, the magic band works. Yay. So I go up to my room, and now I've got a bag worth of Disney stuff, and I go into the new room, and they have another family's bags in my room.
Oh, my God.
Because my last name is Jones, and their last name was Jones. I'm calling up. I go, these aren't my things. And they're like, what? Oh, my God, what did we do to her? Now we have her in a room. They're all, freaking out, and I'm just sitting there going,
it's a comedy of errors.
It's a comedy of errors. So then the bell guy manager comes upstairs. He's walking down the hallway, and he's like, I am so confused. Are you the Joneses? I said,
yeah,
and he's like,
Jones.
What room are you in? I said, I'm in this room now, but my stuff's still in that room. They told me I couldn't get in the room, but I could. So anyways, they had the other bell guy come up to pick up the room. It turns out that another Jones family had come in on the Magical Express, so the bell people got confused. So,
oh my God!
And why wouldn't you?
Those people, but no, it gets even better than that. They somehow that Jones family connected to my magic band for a little bit there. So I didn't know any of this till Saturday when I went to check out. So they fixed it, and they took care of the Kona, and life went on. And we went back to just having a great vacation until I went to check out. When I got my bill, I stopped using the Magic Band from that point on. I just decided maybe I'll just use my gift cards and my credit card because I just didn't trust it. So I went down on Thursday afternoon to pay it off because I had said to them when I came in, I want to use gift cards. How do I avoid this going on my credit card? They said, come down here Thursday, pay your bill with your with your gift cards. So I go to do that, and they said X amount of dollars. I paid it. I thought I still had $200 left. So I went off and had myself a party. Trish and I went shopping at Epcot. We just were having a lot of fun. And, it doesn't matter. I spent it, whatever. But Saturday morning when I went to check out, they had charged all this stuff to my room.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was just confusing because the way they did it was the reservation. They rebooked me as a regular guest. But again, Disney took care of it, and then they also realized that they didn't take off the $82 that the manager took me over to the shop.
Oh my God.
So they removed the $82. I was down at the front desk twice, but the people are so nice there, right? I knew them all by first name. I would walk by and they're like, "Hi, Mrs. Jones." They gave me half passes, and I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" At one point, they said to me, I said something about that I worked in IT. So I was telling them how to work the system. I said, "I don't even know what you're doing, but it sounds like you have a problem linking your credit cards." Well, that exactly is their problem.
Well, didn't they?
So you have to be careful. What happened to me is that they didn't tell me that every time they moved my room or they fixed my Magic Band, they swiped my card.
Yeah.
So they never told me, and it wasn't until I got home. No, I was sitting in the airport when I looked at my bill even closer, and I said, "Tricia, we didn't get here on the 10th. We didn't get here on the 12th. What day we get here? The 10th." I go, "What happened in my first 3 days?" So they charged it to me without it was just a little fiasco. So Sunday afternoon, they called me from the Wilderness Lodge, and they ended up refunding me all this stuff. I don't even know. They still are doing stuff for me. I said, "You don't have to do anything." And so they asked me if I would participate in a survey to help them improve this Magic Band experience. So I told them that I would, because I believe that Disney, at the end of the day, always tries to do the right thing, which is why I just kind of laughed about it. I said, "I guess you're lucky that I don't really care."
Yeah, they make it right.
They make it right.
And so I remember, I was kind of chuckling, though. You got charged for rooms, and you're a DVC owner.
That confused me.
That
but
really
they also
stuck
did
out.
They did that to some friends of mine that used my DVC points last year at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. And my friends didn't have a good experience at all. And they were I don't really know the husband. I knew the wife, but he was ticked off because of. And I says, "Well, you can't get mad at them." I says, it's really not their faults. But some people have high expectations of Disney.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And so it's something though that they have to be careful of. And this is what I said to them. I told them that I felt that they should maybe come up with a system that allows us to view what we're spending on our iPhones as we're at the park.
Yeah.
Because that's really all I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I can spend $1,000 at the drop of a hat, and that's okay if I choose to do it,
Mm-hmm.
The lesson learned, though, is check your bill.
Yeah.
Well, no, the lesson learned is to always go to the front desk, and if you ever have to have your this is the lesson learned. If you have to have your Magic Band re-pinned, that's what they call it. I have 4 Magic Bands, 4. If you have to physically get another Magic Band, you have to say, "What did you charge my credit card?" And they'll tell you.
Okay.
Otherwise, they just won't make the connection.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all.
All right. Well, so that's kind of the missteps. How about some really good special moments? Anything really stand out?
Oh yeah, there was. I don't even know if I want to call this a special moment. There was surreal moments when I was at Disney World. On Monday night was when Robin Williams passed away.
Yeah.
And the genie, and it was just, I couldn't believe that I was there, and I couldn't believe that I was looking at the genie because he was he is Disney. Yeah. So that was, like I said, it was surreal, but it was also, you could feel his energy, and you could just feel everything around it. So that was a pretty special moment, I think, that I'll never forget being in Disney World when that happened. And the other thing that I really enjoyed were the Fast Passes.
Okay.
I learned some stuff about Fast Passes that I didn't know, but I think, Kurt, you already know this because you know more than I do. But
you're talking about just using the Fast Pass Plus?
Yeah.
Well, what it is, and I didn't know this till my buddy Kirk at the front desk told me, but if you have Fast Passes, you should try to do your Fast Passes first thing in the morning, because once you use up those 3 Fast Passes, you can go get an unlimited amount of Fast Passes, and you can get right in line at the kiosk. So especially if you're staying they said if you're at Bay Lake Towers or the Contemporary, you have the best advantage because you can actually walk over before they'll start the buses. So you can be like the first ones in line. You could just make 3 fast rides, get them out of the way, and then try to get on the other stuff if you so choose.
Oh, that's interesting because, I think what we were worried about is so you have the Fast Passes, and then if you run out of those first 3, getting into a kiosk and getting another.
There wasn't any lines. It wasn't bad at all.
Oh, okay.
See, the problem we had though, we used we had a whole problem with getting another Fast Pass one day, but the main issue was when we tried to book fast passes, there were none left.
Right.
Well, that can be a problem too. But I did find this out. If you go to the concierge desk down at your hotel, they can get you into stuff. Oh yeah, because they were moving me around left and right, and I'm like, you guys have done enough. You should have seen. They gave me the best Disney experience in this world. They kept. You want to go? The only thing they couldn't get me on was the mine train. And Trisha really wanted to do that twice because I'm not a roller coaster person, but I went on that, and we had a blast. So she's like, Mom, we have to go stand in line. I said, Trisha, it says 70 minutes. Your mother doesn't stand in line for 70 minutes. So.
I was so proud of you because when we've talked.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not a big thrill ride person,
No.
right?
I'm not. I'm not. I don't like them. I like the teacups. I like the Aladdin ride. I love all the river rides. I like the People Mover.
Do you go on Haunted Mansion?
Yes.
All right.
So it sounds like you won't do the mountains though?
I did the whatever that coal mine one is, and I didn't know what it was one time. It was a dark at night.
Oh, the
park hours.
Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't know what that one was, and I came out of there, and they're like, you're green. What the hell? You didn't tell me.
Scared like a ghost, right?
What about Splash?
I did that a long time ago. You see, I don't like amusement park rides. I was telling your dad this, but a long time ago, I got stuck in one over the Atlantic Ocean, and it just scares me.
Oh,
so I prefer to be, like, more on the ground. But... when I think about it, like Spaceship Earth is really one big, and that one doesn't bother me because that's just one big up of the air ride. Same with Soarin'. Soarin' kind of makes me a little nervous because I'm always one that's looking to say, how am I going to get out of here? So,
okay.
but I feel pretty safe on all the Disney rides. I really do. I'm just not a big fan of drops.
Okay.
So that's my thing.
So Splash Mountain didn't happen.
No, but Trisha was getting closer to it. We got over to that area. We went to the Country Bear Jamboree, and she was checking it out. I told her if she wants to do it, I'll do it with her.
Oh,
but I will not do Tower of Terror.
No,
okay, that's my next question.
No way. And I'm not doing Mount Everest. Nope.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, if you're not a thrill person, then
No.
those
And
might
I
be a
will
little bit
do,
outside.
but I'll do anything else. And I won't do. I don't know if I would do. What's the other one? Space Mountain.
Yeah.
That one is rough.
That's
if you
rough.
can't handle, if you really don't want to do roller coasters, that one is rough. So.
But I used to love that one when I was a kid. Go figure. I loved that ride up until I got to like 1997, and I said, I'm done with this. I don't know that. I'm a strange person.
That's and so I was saying before you went, I really wanted you to go onto the mine train because I really felt that was meant for you.
Yeah.
And you had such a cute video of Trisha.
Oh, yeah, that was hysterical.
Was she taking the video? Or you guys were taking a video of the.
We were
the
taking a
outside?
video of the mine train so that we could show her dad just how scary this mine train was. And so we took a lot of videos so we could share with her friends and stuff. And so as we're standing there taking it, she kept telling me, "See, Mom, it's not that bad. See, Mom, you can do that."
As
And
they're
we had
whipping around the corner.
As they're whipping around the corners, but I don't know. I was like, all right, whatever. I will do it. I also went into the in Norway. I went on that ride with her, and I don't like that drop even in that thing. So I was like, and even the Pirates of the Caribbean drop, I know it's coming, and I just like sit there and close my eyes, and I'm like, okay, it's over, and I'm fine.
They made that one worse though. Like that was no problem before, but now you get a tidal wave on your lap, which is not cool.
You're in the front row.
Yeah.
Which one are you? Which one?
Pirates.
Pirates. It
Okay.
never used to happen, but they changed the boats and everything, and it's a disaster now.
Yes, that's what I heard, and I also heard at the Norway. That's what we were afraid of in the Norway one. But we were sitting in the front, and we didn't get wet at all.
No, Norway's not bad. The Maelstrom isn't bad.
Yes, it was fun. I mean, we stayed in line for that one. We didn't have a fast pass, but we didn't mind because nothing was very long. I think we hit it at a good time.
Yeah, you must have, because that one gets a long line now.
Right, we were lucky.
So Trish wanted to do the Splash Mountain, but you didn't end up doing it, or
She talked about it.
but you never did it.
No,
Okay.
we got closer. We get closer every time.
It's so much fun. That's one of our
I
favorites.
might do it. Because I actually said I can handle that. Maybe. I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen to me, right? That's what I always say to myself. But
It's 3 drops. That's it. 2 little ones and 1 big one.
We'll see.
And the rest of it is fantastic.
Oh, you'll have to take a video. I like Buzz Lightyear ride. That's one of my favorites.
That's a good one.
Yep.
So, what did you think of the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train?
I loved it.
Okay, after all that, you're right. Were you scared?
I really did. No, I wasn't scared at all. It wasn't. I could tell by looking at it. I mean, it was along the lines of that coal miner one that I went on, but it wasn't. But I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew I was on a roller coaster, but it was a little. There was a point when we were going up, and I'm like, and I had my eyes closed. I'm like, I know we're going to come dropping down, and that's when you go flying outside.
Yeah.
So. And I was just screaming, and Trisha was laughing. She was just laughing so hard at me.
Well, we were talking about how they hyped it up so much, and I thought actually it was going to be bigger and longer, and almost to the.
I was
Splash
expecting
Mountain
an Expedition to Everest sort of thing.
Yeah,
and
we had high expectations, and then knowing that it's it's in the New Fantasyland area, it's really made for people. I think grandmothers,
the younger crowd.
Well, it is made for the younger crowd. I think I told you, Kurt, what one of the cast members had said to me. He was, I think he was 6'2", and he can't fit into the mine train seats.
Yeah, there's a lot of complaints on
I had trouble
seating.
with the seats on my knees. It
Yes.
pinched my knees.
When we
And
go,
you couldn't put a bag in there, so we had our backpacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, okay, what do I do? And I'm shoving it. I mean, I don't even know how I got all of our stuff in there.
That's like me at Space Mountain. I sit down with my huge backpack. I guess we'll just hold on to this for dear life.
I know. Please don't fall.
well, we were just talking how Lindsay was trying to rearrange our fast passes for our trip in September, and we had to cancel something so we could do that 2 times. Because I feel like
No, we had it
missed
2 times, but I was going to cancel one of them.
Oh, no, yeah. So I want to go. I definitely want to soak it in a little more this time.
You mean the mine train one?
Yeah.
So that's
we did
the one
only
that
once.
they said. That's the one that the cast member Kirk had told me that. So if you go to Magic Kingdom, that's one that if you put your fast passes first in the morning, you go and get right on the mine train. That's another one that you can go back and try to get fast passes for, but you're not going to probably get them for the mine train because that's a hard one to get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's full now.
Right?
Yeah, you can't even change your time now if you have the fast passes booked.
I know.
You
It's a
can't.
little, but the concierge can do stuff for you if you go and I found this out from them. And again, they're so wonderful, which offsets any problems that I ever would have. But they're like, if you really want to get on a ride and you're only here for 2 days or something, we will help you. We will help you do anything. And I'm like, I know you
know
guys
what?
will.
And it's fun, Sue. One thing that happened to us was the day we went in. This was like midweek of our trip, and we were there at Rope Drop for Magic Kingdom, and it was really crowded. And I was like, "Wow, this is like."
It was scary crowded. It was extra magic hours.
Yes, and
Rope drop, and it was crowded.
it was very crowded, and we were there actually early.
Yeah, we were there about 20 minutes before the park opened.
And our strategy was we didn't have a fast pass for our first ride, so we'll race to that first ride,
Which is Peter Pan.
and get on.
Right.
But no, we were heading towards the mine train.
No, we were headed for Peter Pan.
What happened was we were going to the mine train, but it was closed. It wasn't running. Remember?
Oh, okay.
And so then we went over to Peter Pan, and what actually happened was we got all the way up to the front of the line. This is a whole story. I won't go through the whole thing because Mom got really upset. We got right up there, and they closed Peter Pan. So now we've been in
Peter
the park
Pan
for
broke down.
we've been in the park for like an hour. We haven't been on a ride yet. But it's
Oh,
funny.
my Lord.
It's funny how you said that. I mean, if we were first timers and we knew that, if we were really disappointed, maybe later that day. Let's say we never got on those rides, and those were.
No, they'll get you on them, though. They will. They told me that they always
I
will.
don't doubt it. That's a really good tip, actually. I never heard that before. You get back to the hotel and say, "Geez, guys, I'm a little disappointed. We tried to get on these 2 rides, and
Well, right.
they
Or
were
maybe
broke
it's
down. They were broke down."
I don't know if they just do it for people whose air conditioners are full. I think they actually.
Yeah.
No, they were
I don't-
just so good. They have so many tips and stuff. But when we were there, the mine train got shut down twice too, and that was getting people upset.
Yeah.
Well,
People are going down knowing that they only get 1 shot to get down there, and
It's like Soarin'. You have to get a fast pass for Soarin', but I could move around my Soarin' fast passes, which shocked me right when I got there. So this is another thing that starts to happen, though. When you're actually in the parks, people start moving their stuff around. So stuff opens up that might not have been open up. That's what I found with the dining. Because remember, Kurt, when I had told you I went out and there was nothing available, when I actually was in Disney World itself, they have such a good tool that you can use on my Disney experience. I was able to pick and choose. That's why I chose Raglan Road.
Okay.
Because it was just like, and I was very happy with that, because there's been other times, I think it's much more efficient. They've gotten a lot better at their dining reservations, and I think they'll only get better with their fast passes too.
Oh, yeah.
They just got to work it out.
Absolutely. Hey, did you go to any nighttime stuff?
Such as, you mean shows? Or
Yeah, like the fireworks.
Fireworks.
Oh, yes. Well, we went to the Electric Parade. I have the video of that one, and
one.
loved it. Right at we were maybe right outside of Casey's, down a little bit, right there on Main Street.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yep.
Did
Trisha
you wait
had
for a spot?
Well, Trisha got a spot. We were out there, and it was kind of early. It was probably an hour and a half early, and people were starting to sit down. So I told her to sit down, and I stood behind her and got her a hot dog and stuff, so some other little kids could come up and sit. So I was as tall, so I could see it. And she loved it. She was sitting right there. And the cast members were so good, because she was sitting next to a trash can, so people tried to sit in front of the trash can, but they don't allow that. And so people would stand in front of her, but they came right along and, just move them. Because that's the biggest problem that you find sometimes in Disney World. It's the people that want to get, that don't understand, just stand back and, everybody will get their turn. So
the entitlement.
Well,
that's
that's becoming a real issue though for the DVC people, from what I read on the internet and I read on Facebook. It's a little, there is too much of a sense of entitlement for some people, and it's interesting. There's two schools of thought when you go down there nowadays, and it's almost you feel like you're at a soccer game with parents that are going to scream at you because this is the only opportunity that their kids ever get to see a parade.
Yeah.
And I think that, you just want people to enjoy themselves. So if I see somebody freaking out like that, I'm like, here, come on over here, sit down, just relax, and try to get them in.
Did you see the new parade?
I don't think I did. Is that the one that's over in Fantasyland? I saw the new parade that came down Main Street. Is it the same one, or is it a different one?
It depends on which one you're talking about, because there's the Jammin' Daytime Parade, which comes out like 12 times during the day.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. The one I saw was at 2:30 with all the princesses. It was absolutely gorgeous, all the floats.
I didn't know they did it at 2:30. There's one at 4 o'clock. The Festival of Fantasy is the brand new one.
Well, I think that is what it was, but it wasn't. It couldn't have been 4 o'clock. Maybe it was. I don't know, because that was the one we were trying to get to see Peter Pan's flight from when it poured on us. That's why we were late.
Okay.
Did you stay for
watching
wishes?
the parade.
Did you stay for the fireworks and wishes?
No, see, Trisha doesn't do fireworks. She
yes,
doesn't like the
that.
booms, because remember, we were over in Epcot at the World Showcase, and they said 15 minutes until, we will be dimming the lights, and she looks at me, because, we're on the other side, and there are no boats running.
Right.
Yeah, because
So I said, right, because they're having the fireworks. I said, we have 15 minutes to get over to the, to the big globe on the other side. So we started walking. It took us about 17, right when we got to that area where you can turn and head towards the fountains.
Yeah.
They started. So she turned around, and a couple of times she watched them, but she just doesn't like the booms for some reason. They really freak her out. So we didn't get to see them.
All right. Well, being a expert Disney goer, is there any big advice you would give someone going down to Disney World?
Well, I just think that the most important thing for people to do, if they, is just try to plan it as best you can, but also know that, things can change, and if you do want them to change, if you work with the Disney concierge, if you can't do it yourself, that they'll help you. I think that you just need to, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the biggest thing about Disney, and I think that it's not something that you can necessarily do in one trip. I think people should, right, because it can get a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
you gotta leave some margin there to just kind of relax, too.
Well, that's what we've learned that. I've been a Vacation Club member since 2006, so I can't even tell you how many times I've been down there. I go 3 or 4 times a year.
Wow.
We like it because we get the annual passes, and so we feel no pressure. Sometimes the people that might come with us might feel, you feel more pressure with them because they want to run around and see everything, and we're sort of like, well, we take it as it comes, but we love the resorts and we love the pools.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Trisha, and we love the hot tubs at night. So it's the whole experience. Like if
Yeah.
you were going to go to Disney, you have to stay at a Disney resort, right?
I agree.
So,
No argument here.
right.
One other question I didn't get in was, did you guys, I know you rented a car, but did you let your bags go through on the Magical Express?
I did not, and I regret that. I regret that a lot.
Were you
and the
thinking
reason
of doing that?
I was, and I didn't have time because of our work. Our work got too crazy, and I just lost sight of it. But yes,
I heard you can do that. Even if you're renting a car, you can send your...
You can. You just have to get your Magical Express, like, I think 48 hours before you're going to leave.
Okay, yeah.
And then, and if you guys did it now, like, they'll send you those yellow tags, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we already got ours.
Oh, you already got yours. So, so I learned that you can put your stuff on the Magical Express, and yes, you could take a rental car, and they'll take your bags right along because they're not connected. You know how you get on the bus? They don't know that your bags have already gone on their way. They don't know what bus you're getting on.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't be opposed to renting a car. So we used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
When we stayed...
I think you guys should, especially it's just the three of you going this time, right?
Well, the thing is, you know what? When we stopped doing it was when. Well, first of all, last trip I had 9 people, so
Right,
renting,
and you
It
can't
didn't
do
make
it.
sense.
it'd be more like
No.
renting 2 cars.
No, you can't do that.
And when you stay at Bay Lake Tower, it's pretty convenient.
The only time you ever need another form of transportation is when you get an Animal Kingdom, and we usually only go once.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, but
Yes,
is
it
easy
all
to drive
depends on if you like to go. I like the Central Florida area, and one of the reasons why I've just starting to know the area really well, and I love to shop. So,
you like to expand that shopping thing.
well, I do, but I also like the whole Florida flavor. So I like Kissimmee. I don't know if you've ever been over there, if you've ever been over to Celebration, where the Disney's cast members, the town that they own. Have you ever been there?
I haven't. I mean, we know of it. And I'm just
That's the kind of stuff that's just fun to do. And I tend to do it more in the wintertime when we go, but I like to go explore. So
I definitely want to go explore all of Florida someday.
oh, I know, and we like to go over to St. Petersburg as well because I actually went to school there for a year.
Okay.
So I kind of have some ties to that particular area, but I just love Florida, but I like New England better because this is where I live. So I like the fact that I do really feel like it's a vacation home, and I do have that flexibility. So
Absolutely. Well, Sue, I told you we'd just keep it to about an hour, and that's where we're at.
Yes.
I'm so proud of us.
It was excellent.
It was so much fun. I told you, Lindsay, she would be no problem.
Oh,
to
yeah.
An hour.
Kurt knows me.
It was, yeah. We can pass the time with Disney.
Right, I could, and I think though that the thing I love about Disney that it's the most is Walt Disney himself, and all the magic. And I don't know about you guys and your family and how our family feels, but when we pass through those gates, it's sort of like the magic just gets you, and you just can't. I can't even describe it. Like when I see Tinkerbell or they come up and they have there really is magic there. I just believe that to be true, and in his visions and his dreams, and I think it's wonderful to see families and kids and everybody enjoy it. So I do believe it is the happiest place on earth.
We just did that episode. We actually recorded and put that episode out yesterday, the happy episode, and that was like one of our. Well, it was exactly. I don't know. It just has that feeling.
It does,
It has that
and that's
feeling.
what I love, and that's why I say to my daughter, she's only 12. I'm like, you have to come work here. I tell Kurt that too, Lindsay, about you. There's just, I don't know. I think there's so much to be had, and there's so much magic to go around, and I just like to see people have good times and just go and really enjoy themselves, despite because no matter what happens, they'll take care of you.
Yep.
And I think that's one of the things I love about Disney the most, and that's why I invested in the Vacation Club, which is probably why you did as well. So,
Oh yeah. Plus, I have 2 women that are crazy about it too.
right? And I think it's something though that families can do, and anybody, and I do have friends that do not love Disney as much as I do, and so I say, okay, well then you don't have to come with me. I'll go with the people that love it, and I'll wear my mouse ears, and people go, oh, I love your mouse ears. I'm happy.
Exactly.
Right.
All right, Sue. It was so. We will see you tomorrow.
Oh yes, right
See you
early.
tomorrow morning.
This was a lot of fun.
It was
I
a
really
lot of fun.
enjoyed it. And like
Thanks
I
so
tell
much.
Kurt, you guys are a wealth of information, and I think that I don't know. It's just great to feel the energy, and I'm excited for you guys who get to go next because I know they're all set up for Halloween. So
Oh yeah, we're looking forward to Halloween.
I can't wait, and I can't wait to see all your pictures too because that's fun. I love seeing other people experience Disney. So you guys got to make sure you keep those pictures coming.
We will. So we're signing off. This is
All right.
the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. Right, Lindsay?
All right, Kurt.
All right, see you guys. Have a good night.
I like that one.
Did you like that one, Sue?
Yes, that's really good.
So clever for the past 9 minutes.
Just wing that in like the last 10 minutes.
You're very good at that. I think you get a lot of experience at work.
Yeah, winging it.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, let's go.
All right.
See, because I always hear that the downtown Disney buses are notoriously trouble for everyone, but you didn't have any of that. It doesn't sound like.
Did you hear us? I think I turned it down. Hello, hello.
Did we lose her?
Hey there. You did lose me for a second.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what happened to my Skype.
Okay, no problem. No, I was playing
We're
around
back.
the knobs a little bit. 'Cause
Okay.
I heard some echo. So, Lindsay, what were you saying?
No, I just said